Yes.
Okay, so these are our databases, and okay, now when you start a project, this is my DB, and inside the DB I'll just create a folder called integration package. Okay, let it be there in the root. Okay. So you have to go to your SQL Server folder, whichever the edition you have. Say you have a SQL Server 2012 or 14, whichever it is. So I'll take a chance to update this SQL Server. In the meanwhile, so let's start from here in this 2008. There is not so much gap between 2008 and 2012.
Okay.
So you'll have to not go to the SQL Server Management Studio. However, this is a database management tool. So let's just open it, and then we'll go with the BI. Okay, let's open it so that I can see that there is nothing in my table and database. Okay, so yesterday we have created one database called methyl order DB.
Yeah.
I'll just change it to staging DB.
Okay.
Okay, so inside the staging DB, what we'll do, we'll hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we don't have to do anything. I have to go to the SSIS.
Okay. You're not doing it like yesterday.
Um, uh, hello.
Yeah. You're not doing it like we did yesterday, like right click and task and import.
Yeah, that's a very small console just to import it. Here,
Yeah.
that
Now.
is SQL Server 2008. Inside this we have SQL Server BI Development Studio. So click this one. Create a new project.
Okay.
Here you have to select. There are different type of services of the SQL Server BI. The first is Integration Services Project. This is called SQL Server Integration Service, SSIS.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and then Analytics Service, SSAS. Okay,
Okay.
SQL Server Analytics Service,
Okay.
and then Reporting Service, Report Servers.
Okay.
Okay, so SQL Server Reporting Service. So these are the various you know, software pack, individual software which is packaged inside this template.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to create my own ETL project, integration project. Okay, first our integration project will be done. So the motto of the integration project is to fetch the data from heterogeneous databases and to place it in a homogeneous type of database, that is SQL Server.
Yeah.
Okay. So before that, I'll change the location where it has to be stored. Browse it. My location should be this one, exercise project. So I'll just select this folder. Okay, I just put it and directly came to here and select folder. So now my package, my project would be created inside this folder. Now I'll have to give the name of the solution. This is the solution name. Solution means the project will be built in a package called solution. Okay.
Okay.
So training SSIS, training integration package. Package. Okay. Okay. So the first screen which you're seeing here, this is the control flow screen where there's nothing. You cannot do anything here. You have to just create a task. What kind of task it has to be performed here? This task has to be created here. Okay. Now what kind of task we are going to perform? There are various type of tasks here in the list. There are a lot of tasks.
Okay.
So once you create a task, the task will be created as a executable unit. So that task can be run on a specific time schedule. Okay.
Yeah.
In order to fetch the data from database to, user database to your database.
Okay.
There are various type of tasks. Out of it, we'll be going to use data flow task
Okay.
for fetching the data from user database to our staging database.
Okay.
Just assume MS Access is Oracle, Excel which you have here uh, is MySQL, and we are going to put those data into our SQL Server database. Okay,
So,
and
um,
this,
so this is
yeah, tell
also
me.
like this what we're doing is importing the Excel into the SQL server. That is what we're doing, right?
Yeah, but the way we did in SQL Server, here you can use lot of conditions. Here you can change the data type. Here you can you know put anything. Here you can make the joinings of multiple tables. In SQL Server, you can only import one table to one table. But here, this is a dedicated ETL tool. It's a BI package. Here you can import, here you can do multiplexing or demultiplexing. Multiplexing means many to one table you can insert the data. Many table can be there and they can be joined together dynamically, and finally the joint record will be pulled to the single table.
Okay.
Or even one table can break into multiple fractions and those can be inserted into multiple tables.
Okay. So this is like an advanced version. What we did yesterday was a conventional method.
This is the only version which you conventionally use. Okay.
Okay.
And in SQL Server, there is a small console it is providing. Okay, small console to import it. Simply import. Okay. And again, if you want to automate this process, you have to create a
SSI.
VA package.
Okay, BI
Okay,
package.
exercise package. See, you must have remember when you were trying to do this and when you are submitting the task, it was showing those two steps: run immediately and save as SSIS package. Just
Okay.
see, import data.
But it didn't work for me. I created a small table, but it was
Huh.
showing error.
Okay, let's see. Just see Microsoft Excel, product DB. Next,
Yeah, something like this.
my Excel driver, I think it's become outdated. Um,
When I used it, it automatically captured the Windows 10 Excel, but still
mhm.
it showed some error.
Okay, but in exercise it will work. This is not the conventional process to do this.
Okay.
Updated old version of Excel.
Okay.
Mhm. It is not properly. Uh,
Because my Excel was very small, just 5 rows.
mhm.
So I thought yours had so many rows. So because the data types was not matching, I thought it was not working. But mine also was not working. It just has
Okay,
like list of rows.
I'll just simply create a uh, Excel. Okay, forget about this. So this is not the real, I mean, fact,
Yeah.
good process to convert actually.
Yeah.
If you are a professional for ETL, then you have to use ETL tool. But if you
Okay.
do not know ETL, you can do some adjustment here. Okay.
Okay.
Being a
Okay.
database professional, you are working on database and you can simply upload it. But
Okay.
if you want to do much more transformation while putting the data,
Hmm.
here you cannot do basically the transformation. You can just load, extract and load.
Okay.
But transformation you have to do in the ETL tool. What
Okay.
type of transformations are there? Say you have fetched only date column from X table,
Hmm.
and you need to extract month, year, quarter, weeks, weekdays
Hmm.
from that date column, and those columns would be additionally be different fields in that table, and in additionally be different fields in the target table. From one table, from one column, you are creating 5 more columns, and those 5 more columns is going to be saved in the target table. That
Okay.
is possible here,
Okay.
but that is not possible here in this Excel part.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a very much advanced tool for ETL. It's one of the world leading exercises.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll create a data flow task.
Hmm.
Let's just give the package name as mm, export Excel. Start with the symbol. Okay,
Okay.
export Excel package. I
Okay.
just change the package name. So here in the right side, this is called the Solution Explorer.
Okay.
What is the Solution Explorer? You can keep some flat files here. You can keep some, just keep this DB inside this in this folder. I can keep some data sources here also. Okay, I can create a connection to databases from here. So these are the various other folders whichever you can use, or you can also add your own folders.
Okay.
But inside this SSH package, only your packages would be there, and those packages are individually, kind of one tasks. Okay,
Okay.
one package is one task.
Okay.
So if you run this application, when you complete this application, you can build it and it will form a DLL file. Okay.
Okay.
or it will form a exe file, and when you run that exe file, automatically the task inside the exe file will be executed, and the flow from source to destination will be happen.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll give here the task name is data flow task. I'll just convert it to, I know this icon you have to understand, data to data. Okay,
Okay.
it's going to flow. So let's just change the data flow task name as uh, export Excel to SQL. Okay, there's one task in the package,
Okay.
one flow. You can also have in the same package you can have multiple flows. Okay, from Excel to data will come to SQL, from mm, your access to come to SQL. So you have to do all this. Okay, click on this. When you double click, you came inside the data flow task editor.
Okay.
Okay, so here all this thing is in console base. You can drag and drop and configure. Okay,
Okay.
so before to drag and drop anything, you need to create two things: source connection manager and destination connection manager.
Okay.
I mean, when you're sending a letter, you must write from and to. Okay,
Hmm.
from where it is going and to whom it would be received. Okay,
Okay.
these two addresses you have to mention, otherwise that letter is not valid. Likewise, when it sends the data here, you need to create a new OLEDB connection. Okay,
Okay.
now these are the different type of connections you can see. Basically, we'll be working on flat file connection and OLEDB connection.
Okay.
Okay, now in the flat files, how many types of files are in flat file? Flat file means one file is one table. That's what the flat file is. Okay. But in Excel, Excel can be considered as a database, because one file can have multiple spreadsheets, and one all spreadsheets as a one tables, right?
Okay.
But in CSV, you cannot have multiple spreadsheets.
Okay.
This is Excel. So CSV and text file and XML file is considered to be flat file here.
Oh, Excel is a
So
flat file. Excel is a database, right?
no. I mean, sorry, this one Access is a database, and this Excel, XML, your your text file and CSV file are flat files.
So,
Okay.
one doubt, Excel is also a flat file,
Yes, that's a flat file.
but Excel has two, three spreadsheets, right? So,
Yeah. In this also, CSV also we can create multiple spreadsheets. This is CSV. It's
oh,
not
okay,
Excel.
okay, okay,
Okay. This is a order database.csv.
okay.
So
So,
these are all the flat files. Okay.
okay,
So we have to create a connection now. Here, this is the connection manager. For every task, for every single package, you need to create the connection manager. Okay.
okay,
So as long as you are creating multiple packages, you can replicate the connection manager by copying and pasting there. Once you create the connection manager from that from SQL Server, you can copy this connection manager and paste in another package also. You don't have to repeatedly create it. Okay.
okay,
New flat file connections. I am going to fetch the data from Excel, right? So it would be a flat file.
Okay.
XSI is connection manager for flat file. So it's created. So once it is created, it is asking for the connection name.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll just give so that I'll just load these files. Uh, New flat file connection. Uh, from where we'll fetch the data? Order database. Order database. This one. Okay, Excel file. Let's just delete all this folder. Excel order DB. Give the name as connection manager. So give the name as con. Okay. So
Okay.
looking into this, you can know that this is a connection string. I mean connection manager.
Okay.
So it just create a bridge between your data source to the SSIS application.
Okay.
Now browse the data. Here there are by default two flat files types. You can also select all and choose order DB.
Okay.
And then go to column. What's happening? It is also had a flat file connection. Okay. In flat file, it is supporting CSV and TXT. Probably in your version, it would be supporting Excel, but I just choose the new file connections. Okay.
Okay.
So I just loaded that Excel connection and new OLDB connection. Here you need to, there are earlier two versions of OLDB connections I made, so that's what it is showing. You can create new. You have to give the connection provider name first, wherever you need to store the data. In OLDB connections, you can store the data in Oracle, SQL Server, and all other data RDBMS. Okay. Provided you have to choose the provider name where the data is going to be stored.
Hmm.
SQL Server native client is the adapter of SQL Server. Microsoft OLDB provider for Oracle is the adapter of Oracle database. Okay. My server name is SQL Server name you have to give. Okay.
Okay.
If it is If it is the SQL Server is in your own machine, you can go with the Windows connection or
Yeah,
go for
that's good. So,
save my password. Now you can test it. If your password is correct, it will show test connection succeeded.
okay.
I'll knowingly make the password wrong. It will show you this error.
Okay.
Now you can see all your databases inside the server. Now I'm going to store the data into this Nithila staging DB.
Okay.
Okay. Now just created a connections. So there are two type of connections are created. This is my destination and this is my source. I can just rename it Excel or DB. This is SQL staging DB. Okay. You have to save it, and the connection manager can be multiples also. Okay. Now here you have to choose different sources. So I'll just create another tab here. These are the different tabs. I'll just add my frequently used tabs into this. Okay. Data flow. There are three group of tools: data flow source, data flow destinations, and data flow transformations. From which source you are getting the data, you need to configure it. From which source you are going to save the data, it's going to save it. And in between that, what are the transformation you will do, all those tools are available here.
Is this one
Okay?
called as the ETL process?
Yes.
Okay.
So far what we are reading is the ETL tool.
Okay.
Okay. And ETL has a now in the market, ETL like say SSIS and other ETL tools are like Informatica, and you have uh, mm, your talent. Okay. These are
Okay.
all other ETL tools also.
Okay.
Your Pentaho, your TIBCO Spotfire, uh, TIBCO middleware. These are all the ETLs.
Okay.
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 So among these, Informatica and SSIS is having a great deal of demand in the market.
Okay.
Okay. So what are the, let's just see what are the flow sources you can have. This is OLDB source, tag file sources, basically be an Excel source. Okay. So if it is an Excel source, you have to uh, add that connection manager to here, whichever the kind of data. This is Excel source is having the dedicated source object here.
Okay.
Any type of data source RDBMS, it will be considered source. Okay, for the same way we have OLDB destination, flat file destination, and Excel destinations. Mostly we'll be using on these three.
Okay.
Okay, and in transformations, what are the transformations you can do? Like the most popular transformations are here, like lookup, merge, merge join. Okay, uh, then sort, Then here we have copy columns, derive columns, okay,
Okay.
and type how dynamically or at runtime you will change the data type of a column.
Okay.
Yeah, type conversion, data conversion. Okay,
Okay.
so this should convert your data type. See what
Hmm.
it is saying: convert column to different data types and add the column to the data set. Okay,
Okay.
derive column, update column values using expressions. Derive column means from a date column you can get multiple columns, other columns like month, year, quarter, okay,
Hmm.
days, weekdays, all those stuff.
Okay.
So first of all, I will have to create a OLEDB, fact Excel source, okay, because we are going to fetch the data from Excel.
Okay.
This source is not correct unless until you have not configured the connection manager. Double click on this.
Okay.
You have to choose the configuration connection manager here. Uh, it was supposed to be. There's Excel connection manager. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, here connections. Yeah, this is a Excel connection manager is also there. Okay, here, which is not showing the list. Okay. So, what this connection manager have been created, and this I can delete it. This is
Okay. Earlier we had done OLDB for that.
already we have created a connection. For Excel's connection manager, we didn't create it. Either we can create the connection manager early, initially, and we can map it here, or else at the data flow task also, in the task also, you can add the connection right there.
Okay.
If you have the connection manager, you can directly select it. Here I can show the connection manager. See, I just changed the name. I can see my connection manager here because it's Excel task.
Okay.
Okay. Or else you have to create a new connections. Now, what you will face from here? Table or view or SQL command or okay, I'll choose table or view. Okay. What table you will face from the Excel, because there are multiple tables. Table of the Excel, name of the Excel sheet you have to give here.
Okay.
in that Excel has some problem.
Okay.
In the formats, there's some problem. Let's change this here. Otherwise, it's showing. Modify, edit. I'll just change file name here. Now I selected and table name.
No. What I'm saying is,
Will it be 12? Why it is not registered?
yeah. Yes.
Oh, I've got some problem in driver. I'll check it anyway. We'll fetch the data from SQL Server to SQL Server. So I have asset management DB. These are the tables. Okay, I'll just fetch those table and integrate those tables and store in a single table here. I'll check this option. I'll just download the driver and check offline why Excel is not working.
Okay.
In the Excel OLDB driver is got some issues in my system. I'll just check the source connector is SQL Server as well as destination is SQL Server. So this is my source.
Everything whatever you wrote, you can never discuss. Which means somebody else was giving me the idea.
On source SQL Server.
But anyway, see this. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing because I will create a working thing.
Destination. New OLDB connection. I'll just click new. Asset management table. Okay. Now here we'll fetch the data.
So we are now, what we are doing now is we are importing a database into a destination database.
Yeah. Is it in real time? Excel would not be the case. Every real time systems, I mean, from RDBMS you'll be fetching the data, right? From
Yeah.
different RDBMS to your staging DB, SQL. So RDBMS don't have any problem, but in this kind of flat file, someone can log that flat file, or it would have been opened by any other user, so it will not be saved. There are many problem will be having in the with flat files. So you can had this too. Now I'll just delete the Excel one. I'll just use OLDB source connector. OLDB source. Asset management and OLDB destination.
I want to understand.
Staging DB. Okay.
Hmm.
From here to here our data will be flow. See, I have created two connection manager. This is source. I have to choose the source connection manager. From this connection to this connection, my data will go.
Okay.
These are the addresses. Okay.
Okay.
So now here there will not be any problem. I can simply see the table easily. See.
Okay.
There was a problem in my driver in Excel. So actually not opening, working in SQL Server as well as here in Excel. That's taken care of.
Okay.
With the point number 5. So we also what ideally if you ask this when we make a survey, we agree for all the other points.
It is doing all tables and views as well.
Hmm.
Now provided
So what will take? I'll just take
Point number 5
category table,
you are guaranteed
which is the left one,
you are given
first table, and I'll preview it.
and in return we give a command
These are the table fields here. Okay.
to the
Let us just first create a very small one, not join without joining. Okay. Small package. Okay. Now you can see the columns of this table. These are the columns. You may import all the columns or any specific columns also.
Okay.
Check this one. This column will not be imported because
Okay.
this is not the functional data. This is a technical column. I mean, whenever the data is deleted from a table, we actually really do not delete it. We just update the deleted flag to true. Okay.
Okay.
But in fact, the data is exists in the database. That's why this column is there.
Okay.
This column never get visible to user because it's not functional.
What? I didn't get it.
This column is a technical column. This is not visible to user at the front end.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
In every table, we used to maintain the deleted flag because we do not delete the okay. We just update it. Initially, when you enter the data records will be in the deleted flag will be in 0, and when you delete the record, this deleted flag will be updated to 1.
Okay. But if you want, we can uncheck that column. Delete it.
Yeah. If you don't want to take it to the destination, you can uncheck this one. Okay.
Oh,
Let
okay.
it be there always.
Okay.
Now the third is here will it be source and these are the columns are coming. If you want to these are the error and truncations.
Hmm.
So what are these truncations is happening? It is asking if there will be any cases there is not a data here or any record is facing any problem for retrieving.
Hmm.
In any single row is facing any problem, what to do? Fail the component, ignore the failure, or redirect to next row.
Okay.
Say a compiler is reading from first to 100 rows. Okay.
Hmm.
Now at 10th row, if there is any problem in the data, hashed.
Okay.
So will it fail the component, fail the execution, or ignore the failure, or redirect to next row?
Okay.
I can use always best practice is to use ignore failure. Okay,
Okay.
final apply and okay. Now see once I added this connection manager, the error which was here was removed.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll not do any transformation here. I'll simply just fetch the data from here to here.
Hmm.
Tomorrow we'll see the transformation.
So we are
Just
in this way importing the same one table from one database to another database.
run the database. Yeah. Now here I don't have any component. Okay, so you have to simply there are two uh, paths. I mean two components to drag and put it there. Say here this is source and this is destination. I'll just drag this green one to here, and red one is to show the error.
Hmm.
Okay, if any error will cause, this will be flow from this red path. If the data will be flow from this green path.
Okay.
Just drag it and paste it here. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a very simple task now. As I've added, but there's no connection manager set here. Okay. Double click on this. You have to choose the connection manager. What would be the connection manager here out of these two?
The destination.
The destination one. Destination.
Sorry, okay, we got a reply from Google. And it's not a very pretty.
So it is asking various options. Let us access mode. Whether we'll do access the data and store in a variable or store in a table.
I think he should
So I'll just change.
agree. He did not agree. Basically.
Now
Yeah.
you have to select the table of the destination database.
We are back.
Okay. If you have a table, then you have to select. But I don't have a table in the destination database.
Yeah.
Okay, because just a simple database. Now you have to create the table. New.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
So what it does, automatically it is created the table as compatible to the format of
Oh, okay.
the source table.
Okay.
Okay. From source we fetch this table from as a data flow. Okay. So
Okay.
source, you understand Hindi or English only?
Okay. Yeah.
So from source table, what was the table for data type and all? It is created a table command. Okay.
Okay.
Now the table will be created. See preview. No data is there in the destination table. You can see the table would have been created. Now the next option is to map. Okay. From which column of which table will be going into mapping.
Source to
So
destination.
as the two columns of two tables are extremely equal, okay, absolutely equal, so it is automatically mapped them.
Okay.
Otherwise, if the destination field is something different, field name is something different, so instead of category ID, if it would have been category number, then this matching would not have been happened.
Okay.
In that case, you need to simply drag this and drop here.
Okay.
Apparently, that was quite.
Delete the selected mapping. Now, the data from this column will not be posted here.
Okay.
Here, you can simply, if this should be the case, you can simply drag and drop it here.
Okay.
Okay. Now the mapping have been done. Now come to error output. Okay. So the data flow is inserting here.
Hmm.
Okay, automatically. What would be the condition if it pursue error? Ignore failure. And going on. So this task is complete. This is a very small task.
Okay.
Last time, after the speaker, you know, $100 more. I know, yes. I don't know, but anyway, I will give, I need it for transfer. Just take it. Yeah, okay, no, I will print that. Oh, okay.
There's a message. I was looking at that message tool.
Hmm.
Just show the message that how many rows have been completed and what are the tables fields. I think it is my SQL Server need to be updated. Okay. I'll just download the latest one today.
Hmm.
Which version you have? 2012, 14, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I work on this on my office laptop, but I didn't find this tool here in this. Yeah. Okay. So there's a message. Okay. No issue. That's not big deal.
Okay.
Now this task is completed. You can now execute it. Okay. You see here in my destination database,
Yeah. Okay.
a table is created. Okay.
Yeah.
Called uh, staging DB.
Huh.
And these are the basically the fields. So if you just change it to anything else, the table name, if you create it here, anything else, then it will also be created with the same name. Say I'll just create this as a trivial category. It will
Hmm.
be created as trivial category. Usually you must give the table name here. Okay,
Hmm.
no issue. Now we have to run the package. Start debugging. See what is happening.
Okay.
Source 12 columns, 12 rows, and it's green.
Staging.
If it is green, then the package is execution completed.
Okay.
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 Switch to design mode to stop the execution. Now here the data flow is completed. You want to select it, edit the top rows. See, where was the data? It was there in asset table.
Yeah.
That is kept here. So likewise, quickly I'll do another task. Same practice. Tomorrow I'll see the transformation and we'll do the same task in another flow.
Okay.
Here I'll use another flow. I don't have any asset table here.
Hmm.
Usually we need to create the tables in the destinations. Okay, this is not the case actually. This is doing first time. For
Yeah.
the next time, you should have the data mapping on the same type of tables or different tables in different data sources. Okay.
Hmm.
So when the data will come from here to here, table in the destination data sources must be there. Source. Then what I have to do? Select the table, asset, preview. All these details I can see. Columns, which is ignore failure. Apply. Okay. Now second is I have to drag this
Hmm.
here.
Yeah.
Now select the collection manager and tabular view and
Staging.
what would be the table. See, this was the table actually which is created, but this I have to create another table called asset. Okay,
Or you can
save
even
table asset and
overwrite it if you want.
yeah, you can overwrite. Okay,
Okay.
so there are two tables I have created,
Hmm.
asset also. And then now it's time to mapping. I have to select the table here. Unless until you select it, you cannot go to mapping.
Okay.
Preview, all these columns are blank. Mapping, all these columns have been done.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
you can pass few things or you can also pass all the columns. Okay, now error output, ignore failure,
Was there
apply.
a many to one mapping done there?
Sorry.
Like the mapping is it one-to-one mapping which is done everywhere?
Yeah, yeah.
It,
Because the all
uh,
the fields of source and is equal to all the fields of destination.
okay, okay,
Okay.
okay. Wait, okay, yeah, okay. Run.
See, the table is created, but there is no data.
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay.
Yeah,
Once you run this package, it will get the data.
yeah.
So in this package, there are two flows are going. Okay, asset and category. Asset data flow, category data flow.
Hmm.
So once you run this, both of these tables will be affected. Okay,
Hmm.
because if I just run this, start debugging, it will execute the entire package. But if you run this task, execute task, it will, you know, specifically run this task.
Okay.
Okay. In the package, there can be multiple tasks. A package is a wrapper where task is the activity.
Yeah.
Now just execute this SQL and you see in the table there are all the columns have been
Good.
fetched
Yeah.
from this database, source database to destination database.
Destination. Okay.
Now in category they would have same columns, only 13. Okay,
Hmm.
but if you again run execute this task, category will have 26 columns or rows because etc. And again 13 rows have been inserted.
The last one I didn't understand. You didn't set up a connection for this, no? For the control flow. Then how did all this happen?
You know, everything has been done here.
Okay,
Inside the
okay.
task there are multiple tasks. Okay, individual task is the individual activity and all these tasks are be there in a package, one package.
Okay, okay.
If you want in a single package, I want 10 table data has to be migrated from source to destination. Okay,
Okay,
then you
okay.
can create 10 table 10 tasks inside this package.
Okay, okay.
Okay, they are all independent tasks, there's no relation between these two these.
Okay, okay.
uh, Now if I just run these two, delete record from the table. There's some problem linking with it. Offline you need to practice a lot. Okay,
Yeah,
so these two tables now got blank.
yeah, yeah.
I'll just run this package. Okay, so both the data will be flow simultaneously. Okay, execute this package.
Okay.
It's done. Done. Now you see here
Then
you'll get 13 records.
the
Here you'll get
26, 26,
21.
21, yeah.
Okay,
Okay. If you
like
run,
this is the automatic. Yeah, tell me.
if you run this once more again, 21 and 13 more rows will be there in.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm
Okay.
running it once again.
Okay, okay.
Again, these records is inserted. 26 records.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but in real time, you need to fetch the only newly added records from the data source.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say I am fetching. You have a user database, and I am going to create a package. First day the package will run. It will fetch the 100 records.
Hmm.
Second day the package will run. It will fetch 2 records.
Hmm.
Third day it will. The second day is become 102. Third day it will fetch 5 records. So third day it become 107.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
This is an iterative manner. This way the data will be filled. This is not the real time way. But I just shown the simple task, data extraction and loading.
Okay.
Okay. So from SQL Server side, at least you know some basic functionality. That's how to print the table, database, delete. Okay,
Yeah.
joining and all. Read the joining concept so that I can move on to the transformation in joining. This is
Yeah,
base
I did.
concept.
Yeah. Joining, I know. I finished.
Sure. And this saving process, you just started debugging and it is done through me by pushing the button. But every day, early in the morning, I should not be there.
Hmm.
System, this package could be created as a executable package and it will be configured in the scheduler, and this will be running automatically every morning.
Hmm.
Okay, automatically the data exchange from one system to another system will be done.
Hmm. Okay.
That's what the package SSIS integration concept is. So there are a lot of things to cover here, a lot of activities, a lot of concepts here. So let's move tomorrow. Okay,
Okay.
sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.